Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Virtual Realities Mystery and Mayhem Bundle of March 2024. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have The Seventh Guest VR. Embark on a journey into the eerie depths of Staff Manor with The Seventh Guest VR, a haunting puzzle game reimagined for the virtual reality era. From the moment you step foot into the dilapidated mansion, you're enveloped in an atmosphere dripping of suspense and mystery. Vertigo Games' VR adaptation brings a new level of immersion to the classic adventure game, allowing you to explore the haunted manor and unravel its mysteries in a spine-chilling virtual environment. The game's opening sets a tense atmosphere as you roar through the fog towards the Victorian horror house, equipped with a spirit lantern to illuminate your surroundings. The puzzles, reminiscent of the We Were Here series, offer a diverse range of challenges that test your problem-solving skills. However, some puzzles may feel disjointed, detracting from the overall experience. Interactions within the game can be awkward at times, especially when handling smaller objects or pressing tightly positioned buttons. Despite these shortcomings, The Seventh Guest VR excels at its narrative delivery, utilizing volumetric video capture to create haunting holographic figures and immersive storytelling. The characters you encounter add depth to the narrative, offering glimpses into their personal struggles and motivations. Vertigo Games has successfully captured the charm of the original game while introducing new elements tailored for VR. Despite its flaws, The Seventh Guest VR offers a compelling and atmospheric experience that will keep you engaged from start to finish, making it a worthy addition to the VR adventure genre. At number 2 we have Firmament. In Firmament, you embark on an intriguing journey through icy caverns and steampunk gardens, tasked in maintaining 3 realms under the guidance of a mysterious mentor. While the main narrative may capture your interest with its enigmatic storyline, the voice acting falls flat, detracting from the overall immersion. Navigating through the realms involves solving puzzles using the multi-purpose tool, the Adjunct, reminiscent of Cyan's classic design. However, the solutions aren't always obvious, requiring thorough exploration and attention to detail. Yet, backtracking in VR can become tedious, dampening the overall experience. Despite its intriguing premise, Firmament's wider lore feels uninspired, with supplementary content failing to engage. Additionally, the use of AI-assisted content for voice acting and other elements introduces a noticeable quality difference, detracting from the overall cohesion. PC VR support in Firmament leaves much to be desired, with limited interactivity and performance issues, compounding the experience. While motion controls enhance gameplay, uneven visuals and clunky controls on non-VR platforms detract from the immersion. Firmament presents a missed opportunity, marked by uneven VR support and narrative execution. While it may appeal to long-term Cyan fans and those seeking a new VR puzzle adventure, it falls short of its potential due to various shortcomings and lacks the polish expected from such an experienced studio. At number 3 we have Another Fisherman's Tale. This VR title builds upon the original 2019 hit, A Fisherman's Tale. This sequel, by Innerspace, explores uncharted waters while retaining elements from its predecessor. Embarking on a pirate-themed adventure, you reprise the role of the fisherman, Bob, leaving the lighthouse behind to sail the open seas. The narrative introduces Bob's daughter, Nina, offering intermittent sequences reflecting on family history. The storytelling delves into the concepts of memory and blurs the line between reality and fiction. The sequel introduces captivating cutscene sequences reminiscent of model toys, enhancing the visual experience. The art style, carried over from the original, extends into diverse settings, providing a cohesive feel across environments. With varied locations like deserted islands, giant freight ships, and ocean depths, Another Fisherman's Tale expands its scope, offering a rich exploration experience. Innovation lies in the ability to detach parts of Bob's body, creating unique gameplay mechanics. You can launch Bob's hand independently, solving puzzles and navigating the environment. This concept extends to detaching Bob's head, allowing for different perspectives and innovative puzzle scenarios. The game avoids the trap of replicating its predecessor's puzzles, introducing entirely new mechanics and maintaining engagement throughout. However, there are minor quirks, such as challenges in steering the detached hand and occasional clunkiness in underwater sections. The game maintains an experimental approach, exploring new VR possibilities. Although the puzzles become somewhat repetitive in the latter half of the campaign, the innovative mechanics and experimental nature make Another Fisherman's Tale a worthy sequel, recommended for fans of the original and newcomers alike. And number 4 we have
After the Fall, a multiplayer first-person cooperative VR game set in a frozen zombie apocalypse. The world has frozen over after a freak ice age destroyed much of humanity, and gave rise to the Snowbreed, a zombie variant that freezes you solid instead of eating your juicy brain. The story doesn't make a lot of sense, but it does give you a reason to shoot things. The campaign will see you killing Snowbreed aka ice zombies and collecting harvests as you make your way from one safe house to the next. Each time you reach a safe house, you have the opportunity to spend the harvest on upgrades and consumables like explosives. Even though this may sound like Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood, because it is, what's different with this game is that it is in VR. Shooting rampaging hordes of zombies feels more desperate in VR. If you're one that struggles to keep your dinner down with the fast-paced VR action, you can switch to the teleport movement, but immersion will take a hit. Shooting at the horde with both your guns, reloading as you backpedal, then hurling a pipe bomb into a charging mass is really satisfying. This experience is enhanced even further when playing with friends, as you feel a sense of companionship and camaraderie in the face of overwhelming odds. The sound design is excellent with great ambiance that brings much life to your surroundings. You'll hear distant hordes coming closer, and your gunfire has a visceral and jarring kick. It's a really immersive experience. Even though the missions are relatively short, there's an element of grind for new weapons which will have you coming back. As you explore and survive, you'll find floppy disks, which can be used to unlock new weapons or upgrades for existing weapons. There are 10 weapons in this game, and these ranges from handguns to shotguns to submachine guns and revolvers, and each weapon feels different and unique. You'll most likely find a weapon that you really love and want to stick with. An odd thing about this game is that it doesn't have a dedicated melee attack. You can open lockers and interact with the environment, but you can't just pick up a hammer that you found on the floor to bash Snowbreed heads in, or even push them away when they get too close. However, this does mean that you will depend more on your teammates to help you when the Snowbreeds get too close. This game features a simple mission structure, replayability, fast-paced action that is both stylish and highly satisfying, and is definitely worth playing.
And number 5 we have No More Rainbows. No More Rainbows revolutionizes the platformer genre in VR, offering an immersive and exhilarating experience that leverages the medium's physicality to its fullest. This first-person adventure challenges you to navigate through a world of traps and obstacles as a gruffly likable monster, confronting an invasion of overly cute rainbow-spewing creatures. The game's intuitive movement system, reminiscent of Gorilla Tag, allows you to propel yourself throughout the world with synchronized gestures, providing a perfect fit for the genre. As you progress through the 4 to 5 hour campaign, you'll encounter a variety of classic platformer tropes, from moving blocks to crumbling platforms, all seamlessly integrated into the gameplay. No More Rainbows excels in steadily introducing new mechanics and obstacles, ensuring a balanced difficulty curve throughout the campaign. With no live system in place, you're free to die as many times as needed, with frequent checkpoints and an optional easier mode available to mitigate frustration. Visually, the game exudes a vibrant cartoon style with clear art direction, while the multiplayer mode offers an entertaining social experience with creatively designed platform arenas. No More Rainbows sets a new standard for platformers in VR, offering innovative mechanics, solid gameplay, and engaging multiplayer, making it a must-play title for fans of the genre. Squiddo Games has delivered a refreshing and exhilarating experience that is sure to become a benchmark in VR gaming. At number 6 we have
Arizona Sunshine, a survival horror game that puts you in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. You play as a lone survivor living in a cave in Arizona. One day you hear a radio broadcast about a potential military safe zone. Naturally, you exit your cave to find the source of this broadcast, murdering any zombie that is looking to feast on your flesh. You can choose to either teleport to locations to move or actually move around in the world, depending on how good you are at keeping your dinner in your tummy as you play. The multiplayer campaign and horde mode add a lot of replay value to the game. You can play up to 4 players in horde mode, adding even more gameplay time. The shooting mechanics in this game is accurate and solid, aiming down sights of your pistol, pulling the trigger of your own hand, hearing the blast of your gun, and feeling the kick of the pistol via your controller vibration makes this game highly immersive. There's also the option to go stealthy if you want to change the game up a bit. You can run around obstacles to get past zombies instead of shooting every zombie you see. The issue of the gameplay of Arizona Sunshine, as satisfying as it is to shoot zombies in the face, is that it is too linear. This problem may be a symptom caused by the story of the game though. Instead of creating some deep characters like in most zombie apocalypse games, TV shows, and movies, this game lacks any NPC at all, which makes the world feel very empty. The greatest apocalypse stories are usually about people, relationships, factions, and human struggles, all of which are absent in this game. This game would have been much better with a few non-zombie NPCs thrown into the story. Arizona Sunshine is a must-play VR game for lovers of the zombie apocalyptic world or those who like first-person shooters. While the graphics and story require improvement, the gameplay and shooting mechanics allow this game to stand on its own 2 feet.
And number 7 we have Broken Edge. Broken Edge delivers a refined and strategic take on VR fantasy sword fighting, where you engage in intense 1v1 duels against other players. In Broken Edge, you select from 6 distinct classes, each of its own unique primary weapon and playstyle. Whether you choose the Knight, Barbarian, Samurai, Duelist, Persian, or Tyrant, strategic finesse reigns supreme as you engage in thrilling sword battles. The game offers primarily online multiplayer gameplay, with options for offline solo play. Facing online opponents involves conquering them across 3 rounds, while offline solo play includes mini-campaigns for each class. However, the AI's advantage in offline play, where it only needs to win once to defeat you, feels somewhat unfair. The core gameplay revolves around the intricate mechanics of sword combat. You must carefully time and execute strikes to break through your opponent's defenses, while preserving your own. Each class offers unique abilities and techniques, adding depth and variety to the gameplay. Visually, Broken Edge impresses with its shell-shaded graphics and pastel color palette, creating a visually stunning and memorable experience. The game's presentation feels like a storybook come to life, enhancing the overall enjoyment. Despite some minor issues with the tutorial and comfort settings, Broken Edge shines as an engaging and satisfying VR sword fighting experience. With its strategic depth and rewarding victories, it offers an enjoyable multiplayer experience for those willing to master its intricacies. And number 8 we have Arizona Sunshine 2. Arizona Sunshine 2 revitalizes the zombie shooter genre in spectacular fashion, offering an immersive and thrilling experience that surpasses its predecessor. The game follows the adventures of the protagonist from the original, embarking on a quest to uncover the mystery surrounding Patient Zero amidst a zombie-infested world. Central to the narrative is the bond formed with Buddy, a canine companion who adds depth to both the story and combat mechanics. Buddy serves as an integral part of the gameplay, aiding you in combat and puzzle solving with intuitive commands. The relationship dynamic between you and your furry friend enhances the emotional resonance of the narrative, elevating it beyond typical arcade shooters. The writing and voice acting in Arizona Sunshine 2 are top-notch, delivering a balanced blend of tension, humor, and emotional depth. The game expertly explores themes of loneliness and friendship amidst the chaos of a zombie apocalypse, making for a compelling narrative experience. In terms of gameplay, Arizona Sunshine 2 excels with refined gunplay, diverse weapons, and the addition of melee combat. The level design is engaging, offering a mix of exploration, intense action sequences, and varied environments. Moreover, the inclusion of cooperative multiplayer adds replay value, allowing you to experience the campaign with a friend or engage in a classic horde mode for additional challenges. Visually stunning and accompanied by impressive sound design, Arizona Sunshine 2 creates a foreboding atmosphere that immerses you in its apocalyptic world. Despite minor technical issues, the overall experience is polished and immensely enjoyable. Arizona Sunshine 2 breathes new life into the zombie shooter genre, with its captivating storytelling, exhilarating gameplay, and immersive VR experience. It's a must-play for fans of arcade-style shooters and zombie enthusiasts alike. Just note that this bundle gives you a 45% off coupon, as opposed to the game itself. And number 9 we have A Fisherman's Tale, a puzzle game that defies conventional expectations. You assume the role of a puppet residing in a lighthouse, where you encounter mind-bending challenges within a model replica of your surroundings. The game introduces a fascinating mechanic, where actions within the model affect the corresponding real-world environment, leading to moments of sheer amazement and wonder. The puzzles in A Fisherman's Tale are both intellectually stimulating and creatively designed, offering a perfect balance of challenge and satisfaction. Each of the 4 levels unveils new layers of complexity, keeping you engaged and intrigued throughout the experience. From manipulating objects to uncovering hidden secrets, every puzzle feels fresh and inventive. Beyond its gameplay mechanic, the game excels in storytelling, exploring themes of lineage and self-discovery in a thought-provoking manner. The narrative unfolds with subtlety and depth, complemented by poetic narration and atmospheric world-building. Despite its whimsical tone, A Fisherman's Tale tackles profound concepts with grace and maturity. Visually, the game is a delight, with handcrafted environments that exude warmth and authenticity. The lighthouse setting feels lived-in yet mysterious, adding to the game's immersive atmosphere. Additionally, the use of puppetry adds a unique dimension to the gameplay, allowing for intuitive interactions and enhancing the sense of immersion. While A Fisherman's Tale may be brief in duration, clocking in at around 2 hours, its impact is undeniable. It represents a pinnacle of VR game design, demonstrating the medium's potential to deliver compelling narratives and innovative gameplay experiences. In a landscape full of zombie shooters and action-packed adventures, A Fisherman's Tale stands out as a beacon of creativity and originality. And that's all for this bundle. For VR enthusiasts seeking a diverse selection of games, this bundle offers an appealing combination of puzzle games such as Firmament and action-adventure titles like After the Fall and Arizona Sunshine. There are also some multiplayer games included to boot. It's worth noting that some of these games have been included in previous VR bundles from Humble and Fanatical, so you may already own some of them. In any case, kindly show support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.